Why do I believe God exists, and why do I follow Christ? Why do I believe God exists? Well, other than just the Bible tells me so, there is a principle in cosmology that really blew my mind and really changed the way I thought. This principle is called the anthropic principle, and it suggests that the universe is finely tuned for human existence with fundamental constants and conditions necessary for life being incredibly precise. And what this means is that everything has been put perfectly in place for humans like me and you to exist. The placement of Earth, the placement of the sun, the placement of everything in the universe, gravity, all of that. This points me to believe that there is a greater mind behind this, and it wasn't just some big bang that happened. This next part answers questions 1 and 2. Why do I believe God exists, and why Jesus? Well, the Bible is written over a span of 1,500 years with over 40 different authors. With that being said, there are over 63,000 cross-references in the Bible. From Genesis to Revelation, things are being referenced back and forth, and there's over 63,000 of them. Once again, this points to a higher intelligent mind putting these things in place and referencing them back and forth in between Genesis and Revelation. And what the Bible tells me is that there really was Jesus. Jesus really lived. Jesus really died. Jesus really rose 3 days later. And what Jesus did it for is true. Why would so many risk their lives, even dying, for something that they did not truly believe in? We see people like Stephen, James, Peter, and Paul executed for proclaiming Christ. And still today, Christians are persecuted and killed for their beliefs in this world. And if someone says you cannot be for sure that Jesus really lived, well, how can I be sure that Caesar lived? Or how can I be sure that Genghis Khan lived? And finally is testimonies. I have seen testimonies firsthand or online of people being healed by God. Whether it be physically, I have seen people struggle with cancer for months with no hope, but then tests come back negative. I have seen and heard accounts of people with depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, turning it over to Jesus and seeing a change for the better. I have seen people give up so much earthly gain and earthly possession to follow Christ. Even I personally have been delivered from things that I could not deliver myself from on my own. All of these things have made me believe that God exists and I should follow Christ. God bless. Y'all have a good night.